Um, Now, I would love for you, Melissa, to tell us, once your volunteers come back, you ask them how it was, and what did you see? Did people get to meet other people, or what did you hear back?
Yeah, so we love SurveyMonkey, and we love surveying our employees and getting feedback. We know that our employees really value the volunteering program, not only for personal fulfillment, but also it makes them feel better about the company, and it also allows them to meet new people and have that team building aspect to the programs. And just an interesting fact from this October event that we had, the 5 simultaneous events, 84% of our respondents said that they met someone new that they never had met before at ITA. So we just feel like that's a great value add to the program, that we're doing good and building community inside of our company.
Great. And in case you just joined us, this is the Charles River Conservancy Parkland show, and my guests from ITA. And in case you missed the beginning, or in case you want to see the show, you can go to YouTube from the Conservancy's website also, and see that show. Let's look at some of the other projects that happen here. Somebody is really deeply immersed in the invasives, and you might be interested to learn that the Conservancy is now looking at ways of planting more sustainable and native plants, because cutting it becomes a bit frustrating, and so it would be nice to have native plants that then stay low so that you can look over them. But I know volunteers love to cut the invasives, but eventually we will find some other ways.
Don't make us be out of a job.
No. I think we'll have plenty of jobs. There are 20 miles of parklands and 400 acres, so we will make sure we will find the right jobs for you. Well, I'm glad to hear that you want to come back. So here they are, and it's one of those wonderful locations. Even although this is a still picture, I almost feel that you see the glittering of the water.
The movement and the vista of Boston Beyond from the Cambridge side, definitely.
Such a great location. Now that was another project further up the river, near the Weeks Bridge, and there is a flower bed that also was redone by your employees. And another project was this pathway. You can see that this pathway is heavily overgrown, and then people got to work and eliminated the invasives that had intruded onto the path. And then we have the after.
Before and after,
The
excellent.
Before and after, exactly.
It's the Parkland makeover.
It's the Parkland makeover, yeah. What many volunteers like is that they discover part of the river they have not been for before. And you might have heard from your volunteers that our volunteer coordinator, he also tries to give an overview of how these parklands were created. I mean, there's really nothing natural about it. They're all man-made parklands, because this was all the land we looked at here was once salt marshes, and so all these parks are created, and we're very lucky to have those parks. So it's great. And another great advantage of where your company is located, you're actually near a canoe and kayak rental place that has recently been added on the Broad Canal. So they also added stand-up paddle surf, which
I've
is
seen people doing
you've seen
that.
it?
I've always wanted to try.
Oh, it's great, and it's actually quite easy. I was very worried because there are no waves normally on the
Right.
Charles. So you can start off by sitting, and then you start by kneeling, and eventually you stand up, and it's great exercise because you move the whole body, and not just, you don't just sit in there, but it's a fun challenge.
Yeah,
And
my
you-
friends and I do make an effort to get to the river a few times, at least in the summer, for kayaking. And that's when I see the paddle boarders, and I've always wanted to try. I'll have to give it a shot.
You definitely experience the river differently from a kayak than you do
Oh, yeah.
by walking along it, and it's just it can feel like you're in the middle of the country and you're in Cambridge or Newton or Needham or something like that. It's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Except for when your kayak gets stuck on the bottom of the river like mine has, but
Oh.
it's okay. It's just
So that
one
was
little.
that was quite high, far up on the river. Where was that?
We were in Newton, I believe. Yeah.
Already there you got stuck.
Yeah, we got.
A
It's
sand
okay.
bank.
I got myself out.
Yeah.
A little scooting backwards,
Yeah. Well,
but it's fabulous to be able to be on the river like
Yeah.
that.
well, the map we saw earlier on, which shows where the Conservancy works, we work from the harbor up to the Watertown Dam, and I think there might be one place there where you could get stuck on a sandbank, but it's probably further up that it can happen.
That's true. That's true.
And it's funny because when the Charles River was discovered, it was discovered by the future King of England, Prince Charles, and he thought, oh, this river with this big mouth, so this river must be a really major body of water, and it will bring me to gold. It will take me through the country to the west. And little did he know that you just go a few miles up and you get stuck on a sandbank. But anyway, it's called the Charles River, and it has this wonderful expectation and magic about it, and
Yep.
and the beauty of the water is there, whether it's shallow or whether it's deep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of like New England weather. Wait a minute, it'll change. Sort of wait a mile, and it'll change.
Yeah, wasn't that Mark Twain? If you don't like the weather in New England, wait
Wait.
half an hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody very wise.
Yeah. Well, now here is the picture.
Go team!
Yeah. So this was a great team. So were they very exhausted when they came home?
I would say all of the volunteers were healthfully tired. Yeah, I mean, they definitely exerted some energy out there on the river. We had a nice little gathering reception afterwards where we shared stories and whatnot, and that group certainly seemed to be, a little sore in their arms from digging the trenches and
Yeah.
really, getting
Yeah.
their fingers dirty.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So after the event is over, the Conservancy, we normally put it on Facebook.
Mhm.
So what do you do after the event?
After the event, we held a reception at Think Tank, which had just newly reopened. It's right near our place. So the 5 different groups of volunteers had hors d'oeuvres, we had some drinks, and we all shared our experiences. There's a
How do we promote the event? Like in terms of
Oh.
putting it on the website,
Oh,
Facebook.
Oh, before and after, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
We also promoted it on Facebook, on our
Yeah.
Facebook and our Twitter, and
We interviewed some participants on their experience, put those up on our YouTube channel, and we also have an ITA Gives Back page on our website where we feature we have monthly events,
Mhm.
as well as some of these bigger service day events.
Good. Well, we talked about that ITA might soon be acquired by Google, but can you give us an idea of what ITA does?
Sure. I mean, we're an IT provider to the travel industry. Our customers are like American Airlines, Southwest, Bing, and Orbitz. And the easiest way to explain it is when you go on, say, Orbitz, and you say, it's cold here, I want to get away, I want to go to LA, and you pick your dates, and then you press go, and it says searching for low fares. That's our low fare search engine. And we can take all the huge amount of possibilities of all the fares and flights that you might want to take to go to LA and find you the lowest fares, the best fares, the shortest fares. So it's a very combinatoric problem that we're able to solve using search technology.
Yeah. So maybe, apply it to the Charles of where can you get the most fun running, where can you get the most fun kayaking, because there are a lot of opportunities as you go up the river, all along the river. is a bike path.
Mm-hmm.
So you can inline skate there, and you can kayak near the Harvard Stadium.
Yep, lots of ways to get away, right?
A lot of places to get away.